Gun!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mine's 42.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. But he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run. Devontae Freeman looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You ain't going nowhere.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Barber. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Check, we're good, we're good. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Check.
Now Cousins. Open man has got one. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
Gun.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Third and long for Cousins. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Ryan, he's got his rookie tight end, that's Herb Smith Jr. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Ready, blue 80, white 25. Hey, Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch up, switch up.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Evans has it left side. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Cousins on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Now Cousins hands to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
45 to Mike.
Cousins. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about them?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Wahoo! Mike 51, Mike 51. Space. Not today, you are. Not today.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Devin White, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 46-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
The carry for Barber. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. First down. Here's Cousins. Left side here. That's complete to Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the red zone now, Cousins into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll get him down up past. It's the 15. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop.
At the 18-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, South. Motion. Wait.
Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
21, 39, 20.
Now it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 21. Jim.
On second down now. It's Freeman, and the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And the blitz does come. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Running is Barber, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Down, ready, be ready. Here we go.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Freeman again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. On first down, Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Cousins now to throw on first down. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tuesday.
Second down, 6.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I'll get him.
Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And the Redskins have scored again to extend their advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On second down, it's Jones, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Cousins to throw it. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
59, ready. Black 25. 41, Mike. 41.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Space. 41's the Mike. Exit.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
20.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We play to win. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
65. 65. Hey, orbit. Crunch. Gun. Crunch. Mike 42. Let him know.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Go. Mike 54. Mike, sweetheart. Yellow. Right there.
Cousins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they're getting momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They find some open field here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber. with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will get them one closer. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Gun. Watch the screen. Gun. Mike 54. Man. Gun. Shoot. Check three. Check safety.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Barber, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Motion.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 16 yards of 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's Barber, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys.
And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Back to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Finding room to the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Tampa Bay, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.